the word of learning the fundamentals, it
Yeah.
kind of is the opposite of what copy is about. So copy, really what people want is magic bullet, They want the button that they press and get the result. And what you've started to do here is you've kind of gotten away from that to you need to learn the simple but powerful fundamentals. So new, easy, safe, and big are such simple but powerful fundamentals. New, easy, safe, and big. But I never say these are the fundamentals of copy. This is the secret language of copy. And once you can speak it, all your other problems vanish. You see the difference. Like, I know they're the fundamentals, but I don't call them. It's like, and so what is the benefit of a fundamental? You and I both know this. As a copywriter, I know that once you understand these fundamentals, a lot of your job becomes easier. As a musician, you know the same thing. Once you have this secret sauce, the fundamentals locked down, then you're able to start advancing in your career. So it's just a matter of how, like, whenever we saw that, like, I just know as a reader, you're talking to me like a music for dummies textbook. Like, I imagine like a big, thick yellow book that looks like a textbook. You have to read about how to do music,
Yeah.
And so your job as you got your copywriting hat on right now. Whenever you're doing this, your job as a copywriter is to shift the fundamentals, give it a cool new name, and call it a secret sauce.
All right. No, that makes perfect sense, dude. Could you go a little bit deeper? I love what you just did there, where you took, instead of talking about fundamentals when it comes to NSBE, you said, like, on your sales page, I know you talk about like the secret language. Could you just go over that one more time? Basically just repeat what you just said. Yeah.
So I know the fundamentals of copy.
Yeah.
Everybody wants something new, easy, safe, and big. If you start there, you really 90% of the work is done. So for instance, by selling someone the fundamentals as you are here, you're not selling something new. That's the oldest trick in the book, fundamentals. Gotcha. You're not selling something easy, because you're talking about learning like a core base of skills, and like having like fundamentals isn't easy. Like, it's simple, but it's not easy. Is it safe? Sure. It's almost too safe. Like, it's the tried and true thing that nobody wants, but that's not what I came to you for. Like, I know I need to learn the fundamentals. Just like if I were to sell a weight loss course, I would say, look, what you need to learn is the fundamentals of fat loss, which is calories in and calories out. And someone's like, no, I want the diet that automatically melts fat off my body.
Yeah.
Well, I know about calories in, calories out. That sounds really hard.
Yeah.
So, and then the thing, big. So the way that you do big, fundamentals are big, because once you understand of dribbling with your right hand, your left hand, layups, and basic field goals and free throws, you are better than 80% of pickup players on the basketball court. But you don't call it like so the fundamentals are huge. They are big. They're inherently big, but you don't want to call it fundamentals. Like, when you learn these 4 things about basketball, you'll automatically crush 80% of people that walk onto the court. But they don't know as the fundamentals. I don't say that,
Gotcha. So you're talking about the outcome, then like the NSBE outcome of the fundamentals, but you're not talking about the fundamentals.
Yeah, so big is definitely an outcome. It's big and fast. It gives you big results very quickly, and fundamentals do absolutely do that. So, Chris Haddad says, or Haddad, however you want to pronounce his name, says that sell them what they want, give them what they need, and that's what fundamentals are. Sell them what they want, which is that I've got the secret sauce. Learn these 4 tricks, new, easy, simple, and big. Your life gets easier. But what they need are the fundamentals of copy. And to understand the fundamentals, you got to understand what every customer wants. They want something brand new, that's easy to do, that's safe and reliable, it isn't going to fail, and then it makes a big difference in their life. So those are, in fact, fundamentals. But I don't label them as such.
Okay. Gotcha. No, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So you said you had a specific question, you think, for something like this then, right?
Yeah, actually, really quick, I want to ask a question up on number 1, just popped into my head. The thing is, like, this course, and we might just be rehashing what we just said, but it really is a course about the fundamentals. And my problem is then over promising. And so for me, it's hard to connect actually teaching the things that I teach in with actually becoming a master. So that might be my own fault for over promising. But my question is, like, does every like product or something warrant some kind of like Chad level copy? You know what I mean? Does that make
Basically,
sense?
yeah. So
Okay.
what we're talking about is you're conflating excitement with the overpromise.
Okay.
So again, like I truly believe, I'll give you two examples again. I truly believe if you can dribble with two hands
Hmm.
and you can nail a layup,
Yeah.
you can go left, you can go right, and then make sure it goes into the basket. Those are super simple concepts. But I know, and I've played a lot of ball with a lot of athletic dudes
Yeah.
who blow layups on fast breaks because they can't control themselves as they come down the court.
Hmm.
And it's that profound. So New Easy, like Take Their Money, the book Take Their Money does literally teach you the fundamentals. It teaches you
Yeah.
to, hey, you need to read copy every day. And while
Yeah.
you're reading, look for these four things. And I truly believe, just like the basketball thing, I
Yeah.
truly believe if you do this regular, the fundamentals become very powerful. They compound with regular practice.
Yeah.
So for me, I believe if I teach you to read copy every day instead of
Yeah.
reading these books that people write, if you read copy every day, and you are specifically just looking for these four items,
Yeah.
I have set you up for massive success because your brain is starting to think in patterns. And so
Yeah.
you'll start to see new patterns because of the patterns that I've helped you unlock. You'll
Yeah.
develop your own, you'll start to see entire sections of copy reveal themselves because you're looking for patterns.
Yeah.
And so just knowing those fundamentals makes you poised to become $1 million copywriter. And at that point, am I over promising?
No.
Or, because I'm promising you $1 million copywriting career, but I feel like that is what you have to know. Like you have to know to look and read copy regularly and start looking for patterns in order to become $1 million. Like it doesn't happen without it.
Hmm.
So
It's a
that's the
necessary
common,
condition. Yeah.
yeah, necessary conditions, the common denominator. Like without this, there's no copywriter who exists who hasn't done
Yeah.
it, you know?
Okay. You know the distinct like necessary versus sufficient condition. I think what I was worried about is like I was thinking that I needed to set it up so that like what they're going to learn is a sufficient condition for becoming what they want to become. And I don't think you could ever guarantee that. But anyway, we can move on. Yeah.
I really like that too. Like when you get it in your head that it is the necessary condition, not the
Yeah,
sufficient, but like if you don't have this, you can't succeed.
exactly.
Whenever you have that in your own brain, you can sell from a position of power. And what I mean by selling from a position of power, because I've done this before, I've tried to write promos that were assigned to me. So I don't know that I've ever had like a real idea in my life, like a real big idea. Usually what happens is I'll just find like another way to sort of explain something that I'm already writing about or something.
Yeah.
Like, so for instance, there's a couple types of copywriters. There are extremely there are guys who like come up with like big ideas. Like, oh, I got an idea. Like Trump bonus checks wasn't my idea, and that one made, I don't know, 40,000 names that you brought in a bunch of customers. Trump bonus checks wasn't my idea. That was Rob Braddock's idea. I helped him execute the idea. And a lot of promos that I've written, like my big one for WealthPress is Shadow Blitz. I didn't like have this idea and decide to go write it. I had a product that I needed to sell.
Hmm.
And so I went down and down and down and down to the most common denominator. And I said, well, what is the necessary condition for a shadow blitz? I'm really glad you said that because now I want to share that with copywriters. What's the necessary condition for my trigger? He had three things, but I can only prove two of them. So those two went in the promo. It had to have a call sweep and it had to have a volume explosion of like 200%. Those were necessary conditions for what I would call a shadow blitz.
Okay.
And all I did was I renamed that thing into quote, quote, a shadow blitz. And I don't give myself credit for coming up with a big idea.
Hmm.
I came up with like a label for what I did with New Easy Safe and Big. New Easy Safe and Big wasn't this big epiphanal idea. It was a label for what was the necessary condition for good copy.
Yeah.
What's up, Copy Squad? I hope you found that useful, and if you're interested in getting a little bit more details about how me and my team set up our first 7 pages of a sales letter to give us the best shot at 7 figures, I invite you to check out copysquad.net copywriters.net/lead. On this page, you can be the first to get details about a brand new leads course that will illustrate and step-by-step show you the strategy that me and my copy team use to generate over $50 million in gross revenues in a single year in financial publishing. So all you got to do is go to this page, copysquad.net/lead, enter your name and email, and then hit the enter button, and you can be the first in the know as new developments arise. Thanks so much for tuning in, and peace out, Copy Squad.